Okay, good morning and good afternoon and good evening for all to joining today. And you want to be part of this historic moment that for World Refugee Days event. I'm honored to be and to lead today's webinar. I hope you enjoy with leading my, I don't have much experience on leading the webinar, but today I accept this challenge to lead this webinar. To be aware that this webinar will record it and you after will share to our YouTube channel, which is very important for us also. And today's webinar have two sessions. First session will be the speaker session. We have three important people from three different countries, USA, Australia, and New Zealand, to share their personal story, and they are really successful, and we look forward to hear from them and learn from them. The second session will be a panel discussion, which led by Timba. I think that's very important. In this session, we have refugees from the ground. We always hear from refugees, those are speaking in the high level and decision making, but it's very difficult for refugees to come up from the ground and speak and raise their voice and share their challenges. We are wanted to bring refugees from the ground also to listen from them what they are facing in everyday living. And I know there's a lot of webinars today around this going on, but some webinar is unique, or webinar is unique because today we are happy that refugees led this event and coordinate this event. This is very important, even though all of you know that refugees have a lot of challenges in daily life. But anyway, thanks for all to joining us, and happy World Refugee Days for all. And this event is led by BUCC, but partnering with three more NGOs, which is Asia Pacific Refugee Rights Network, cisarua Learning Center, Borderless 360. And we would like to thank from them to be partner with BUCC as a refugee-led initiatives to make this event happen. I don't want to take long time because we have a lot of things to say today, but let me to give the stage for more for refugees and for the speaker than that I speak a lot. And our first speaker will be Thomas from USA. He originally from Burma, but he resettled in USA. He's very successful. Now he helping a lot of refugees in USA and other countries and Burma as well. I think it's time to invite him for our first speaker. Thomas, are you ready? And please join me in welcoming all to our first speaker, Thomas. The stage is yours.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this evening. I have a chance to tell about my story. I would like to say hi, everyone. How are you, everyone? Hi. Thank you. My name is Sly Thomas Hezai. I'm in one of the Shin ethnic traits and grew up in Myanmar, who knows from my name is a Burma, and I control the power about the 60 years overall Burmese military dictatorship government. There is only one way for any politician and any students who against the laws of the military coup. It is a prison as punishment. I was an engineering student and I studied electrical engineering in the past. In 2006, I moved to one of the Thailand refugee camp because of the politics, education issue, and my safety. In a refugee camp, I was continued my education in a post-study school, like who came and so like donates for the education. I'm studying over there, so and I was a volunteer teacher of the teaching like mathematics and English subjects for the middle school students who need after school at my community church. At the difficult time, I have a lot of difficult time in camp. I don't have any income. I don't have no support from any others, and I just survive the daily is like a camp ration, the rice, and like I still remember rice and beans, yellow bean. Uh, just that's all. I don't have money either. Um, Sometimes I don't have it, and I don't have money also for my school fee. But I struggle for my life. Uh, I have no connection with my family either. But I try to struggle for my education and my daily survival in the difficult time. I don't want to give up. I don't want to, I am it's like just a refugee. I cannot do anything. I don't want to feel like this. I try. Uh, in a refugee camp, there is a small amount of like jobs like and helping to the community, and they giving like bonus money or something like that. I try to do this and try to survive for my surviving and for my education. Uh, I still remember it is very fast. Really, I was uh, the surprise from my the students. This morning the a little student get waiting front of my own doors with a bag of meat delivered by her parents. I was so happy at this time. It's a in a refugee camp, like a bag of meat or something like a having just a $10 10 bars or like a 5 bar is very how what in the difficult time. I cross that's difficult time. And fortunately, in mid of 2009, I got one connected and support from my resettlement program from a cousin and who live in USA first, and he told me to move to Malaysia for my resettlement program. And I have to move to Malaysia to apply for my resettlement program at the UNHCR's office in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. But the problem is I don't have any document. I don't have ID either. So I can go back to Myanmar also, who and Burmese military coup is and really terrible. And if they know, if they see me, if they shake it to me, they're gonna catch and they're gonna put back in the prison and punishment, whatever they want. It is my life going to be end. So I decided to do. Uh, I crossed the borders by an agent illegally and very difficult. Uh, and about nighttime, I sleep in the jungle, and sometimes I have to rise 25 people in the small car inside the small car quietly. Very difficult time, but I tried it. Uh, when I arrived in Malaysia, I could apply for my resettlement program, and like at the UNHCR office, and I can stay with UNHCR refugee camp, quite buffered, but it's not really legally. It's not really legally. If the police or is the immigration going to check me up, whatever they want, they can do it. Like they can put or they can bring in the prison or it's like illegally, because I am an undocumented. So I'm lucky. So that's uh, I had the past experience. any, in Malaysia, the refugee life also very, very difficult for my life. I have no family member or no related in Malaysia also, just stay by friends who like me, like a refugee, Google refugee. Uh, at this past time, I have a lot of difficult time in Malaysia, but I work in a furniture factory illegally, and it was the first jobs and pay and food work of a refugee life. There's no money for me. It's the first jobs who's forced to work illegally. Uh, I quit that job and moved to KL. I got a little income by the delivery, the journal book, store by store, in the KL. And then one source my roommates told me to work in a computer shopping mall, and selling the computer or like a helper, something like that. I have to work about 3 hours in a day, but I get a small amount, but I can survive for this with this. Finally, I could resettle in the United States in 19 September 2013. Uh, Now and I am American citizen, and I supposed to my family member who back in Myanmar and fight for the democracy for freedom of Myanmar. I'm leading also in here's a lot of Burmese community. I am one of the leading of free for freedom, and I'm supporting like a back for my country to freedom, democracy. Uh, I would like to share about the in here who have a really difficult time. Don't lose your goal. Just keep and go forwards. You know, I have a lot of difficult time also. I'm feeling too bad. Sometimes I would like to, give out of my life. Okay, just like this. Anybody also like this? I am human. I cannot do, but I'm keep working. I keep going forward and forward. When I have a difficult time, when I have a disappointed things, I'm just about thinking about the refugee life. So in refugee life, I have to strike for my life how to do how it was a really difficult time. Now I'm a very opportunity in United States, and I can buy a house or something like I can buy a car or something very comfortable than in the refugee life. So try hard. Um, we can we have to survive. We have to survive for our future. We have to try. We have to the daily and the present daily life is a brighter for future. You understand? And what I mean is we have a. I know it's all in the difficult time. We have a lot of strikes for our like a family or our people. Our the refugee life. But don't give up. Is it just for temporary? We as we know, there is a sunrise after the dark night. Is this really true things? Just keep going. And now I am American citizen, and I really try for myself, and I really hard work for my family back, and I'm really leading. I really work for my country with you know even though I have a lot of difficult things, I can pass and I can do this. I would like to say that thank you for my story to share to everyone. Maybe I'm a lot of poor in English, maybe trying to understand and what the meaning is why I have to, what I mean for my story is if you have uh, difficult time, if you're like a very very disappointed thing, just to wake up and try hard, see the another person who really need, who really in difficult time. There is no food, there is no hope. Just think about for them, and you are better than for them. So keep walking, and keep walking. And I would like to say, and welcome from USA also. And every Dutch country is going to be brighter for you all. Some are you guys are waiting for the resettlement, or some are waiting to strike for your life. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Thomas. I do agree, and I saw a lot of comment between what you had, what we
You're
are
welcome.
right now
You're welcome.
facing. Yeah, and hoping that one day refugees resettled in USA and find you well, and I'm sure you will help all the refugees as well when they got the settlement in USA also.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Okay.
after dark night will light come, and some light will come, and life will change. Keep walking, and we all have challenge in our life, but some challenging is for refugees. Life is more challenging because we are living without any status, uh, without any citizen right now. But anyway, but we should be happy that still we are alive. We have a lot of people that support us. Thank you for joining us.